Okay, today's class is going to be one with lots of twists to try and help massage out your internal organs and help boost your immune system. We're going to start first in a child's pose. We'll do our breath work in our child's pose. So you can come with your knees wide, big toes to touch, or if you prefer having your knees closer in underneath you, that's okay. Come down into your child's pose, forehead down on the mat. And then take a moment here, connect with your breath. So again, we're aiming for a slow, steady inhale and exhale. Maybe trying to get to where you can count into 4 or 5 with your inhale, and the same on your exhale. Okay, take one more breath here. And then we're going to walk our hands over to the right, so the rest of your body stays in the same position. Just walk your hands to the right. Feel that stretch down the left side of your body. Count your breath in and back out. And then walk it back through center. And then your hands are going to come over to the left. Breathe. And then back to center. Round up through your spine, coming into your tabletop position. Bring your knees back to hip distance apart. And we're going to go through a few rounds of cat-cow. And in your cat-cow today, add some extra movement, rounding through your spine, maybe moving a little bit side to side. Or if you just want to do your regular cat-cows, do that. Just match your movement to your breath. And we're going to come back to neutral. Okay, then walk your hands forward and out wide, maybe even off of the edges of your mat. Drop your chest down to the mat, but keep your hips up in the air. Drop your forehead to the mat. Heart melting pose. Then inhale, come back up to your tabletop. Bring your left hand to the center. With your inhale, bring your right hand all the way up. Turn and look up at your thumb. Exhale, bring it back down. Inhale, turn, look up at your thumb as you bring your hand up. Exhale, bring it back down. One more time, bring it up and hold it there. We're going to hold it for a breath. And then bring it back down. We'll switch. So you're going to bring your right hand towards the center. And then with your inhale, you're going to bring your left hand all the way up. Turn and look up at your thumb. Exhale, bring it back down. Do that again. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, bring it back down. Last time. Inhale, reach up. And then hold it here. Sorry, for one more breath. And then bring it back down. Back again to your tabletop position. Then we're going to tuck our toes. Press your hips up and back toward the downward dog, but keep your knees bent when you get here. So let your head relax between your arms. Have a generous bend in your knees. Think about pushing the ground down and away from you. You can even sway your hips a little bit side to side. You can step them out a little bit wider than normal. Okay, so then we're gonna bend them even more. So a really generous bend in your knees, and then straighten your legs, and then bend. So again, if they're not going all the way straight, that's okay. I'm working that way. So we're gonna bend and straighten a few times with our breath. One more time. Straighten, and then try and push your heels towards the mat. And take one more breath. And with your inhale, lift your heels up. Look up to the top of the mat. Step up to the top now to your forward fold. Grab opposite elbows. Sway yourself side to side. Just relax into your ragdoll position. Relax your hands down. With an inhale, come up halfway. Flatten out your back. Exhale, slide back down. Bend your knees a little bit, tuck your chin, roll yourself up to standing nice and slow. Okay, when you get to the top, take a second, check your feet, connect them down into the mat, pull your belly in, stand up nice and tall. Inhale, reach your arms all the way up. Palms come to touch, maybe add a little bit of a back bend, but engage your glutes here to protect your back. And then exhale, you're gonna fold back down. With your inhale, come up halfway. Flatten out your back again. Slide back down. Then we're gonna bend our knees and come up into chair pose. So you're sitting back again like you're in a chair. Your arms can be reaching straight out in front of you or maybe up slightly. Pull your belly in, take a breath. And then we're gonna fold back down again. We're gonna come into a twisting chair is where we're gonna go for our next twist. So again, with your inhale, sit back into your chair, bring your hands now to prayer position at your chest. And then with your inhale, or take an inhale first, and then with your exhale, you're gonna bring your right elbow to the outside of your left knee. Turn and twist, so you're gonna push your hands together, pushing your elbow into your knee to help you twist. You might be able to look up over your shoulder. Take another breath here. And then fold back forward. You can straighten out your legs, relax your head. Forward fold. And then we'll go to the other side. So with your inhale, sit back again into your chair. Bring your hands to prayer. Take a breath in. And then with your exhale, bring your left elbow to your right knee. Press your palms together. Press your elbow into the outside of your knee and twist. Take another breath. And come back to center. Fold all the way forward again. Take one more breath here. Okay, then with an inhale, come up halfway, flatten out your back. Exhale, slide back down. Plant your hands, step back into a lunge. So step your left foot back, coming into lunge with your right leg forward. Drop your back knee down and keep your back toes tucked or untucked. And then with an inhale, reach your arms all the way up towards the ceiling. And then just pause here. Take a breath in. Open your mouth, let it out. Good. Now set your right hand on top of your right thigh. Reach your left arm up and over to the sides. We're adding a little bit of a side bend here. Take a breath. And then inhale, come back up. Bring your hands down, frame out your foot, straighten out your front leg. You can walk your hands back underneath your shoulders, flexing out your foot for half splits. We'll take another breath here. And then lunge back again. Bring your left hand to the inside of your right foot, and then we're going to add a twist again here. So with your inhale, bring your right hand up, turn and look up at your thumb. keep pressing that left hand down into the mat, and then bring it back down. Do that again. Inhale, reach up, so you're trying to stack your shoulders on top of each other. Exhale, bring it back down. One more time. Inhale, reach up and hold it. Take a breath. And then bring it back down. Plant your hands on either side of your foot. Then we're going to step back. You can work through a vinyasa if you want, or you can skip it and just go to downward dog. So your vinyasa is plank, chaturanga, up dog, and then downward dog. Take a breath here. Maybe you open your mouth, let it out. Okay, then we're going to go to lunge on the other side. So with your inhale, look forward, step forward with your left leg, right leg stays back, drop your back knee down, press your hips forward, and take a breath here as you bring your arms all the way up. Good. And then pause for another breath. Now left hand comes on top of the left thigh, right arm reaches over to the left. One more breath. Then come back up. Plant your hands. Set your hands on either side of your foot. Flex your front foot and straighten out your front leg. Coming into half splits. Take one more breath. And then come back again to your lunge. Plant your right hand to the inside of your left foot. With your inhale, bring your left arm up. Turn and look up at your thumb. Exhale, bring it back down. Inhale, bring it up again. Again, stacking your shoulders. Exhale, bring it down. Last time, we're going to hold it. Take one more breath. And then bring it back down. Work through your vinyasa or go straight to downward dog. When you get to downward dog, again, you can pedal your feet, you can press your heels to the mat, you can even just go into child's pose if you need a little more rest or a break. Okay, we're going to take one more breath in. Long, slow exhale out through the mouth. Okay, then we're going to repeat that again, adding on a slight variation. This time with your inhale, bring your right leg up. Three-legged dog. Bend your knee, step it forward, coming into that lunge. You can drop your back knee down. You can also keep it lifted and stay in a runner's lunge. So again, drop down, low lunge, knee lifted, runner's lunge. Either way, breathe in, reach your arms up to the ceiling. Take a breath. Set your hand on top of your right thigh. Reach your left arm up over to the side. And then bring it back up. Come back down, plant your hands. You can either if your knee is dropped, you're going to come into half splits. If your back knee is lifted, you're going to straighten out your front leg, coming into a modified pyramid pose. And take a breath here. Lunge forward again. So again, remember, low lunge or high lunge, either, or just runner's lunge is fine for these. You're going to bring your left hand to the inside of your right foot. With your inhale, bring your right arm up to the ceiling. Turn and look up at your thumb. Stack your shoulders. Bring it back down. Do that again. Inhale up. Exhale down. Last time, inhale up and hold it. Okay, we're going to add on one more thing here. So, and again, keep runner's lunge if you want, or drop your back knee down, because we're going to lift ourselves up. So if you're staying in your runner's lunge, you're just going to lift your upper body up, and you're in a twisted lunge. And again, you can also be doing this in a low lunge. Okay, try and look back over at your thumb. Take one more breath. And then we're gonna bring our hands down, plant them on either side of your foot, step back, and we'll just go straight into our downward dog today, this part. But again, at any point, feel free to add on a vinyasa or child's pose or whatever you need. We're gonna take a few breaths here. So think about inhale in through your nose, slow exhale out through your mouth. Do that a few times to reset your breath, slow down your heart rate. Okay, one more breath and then we're gonna flow again on the other side. Okay, this time with your inhale, you're gonna bring your left leg up, three-legged dog. Bend your knee, pull it through, step down. So again, either into a runner's lunge with your back knee lifted or your back knee drop down. On an inhale, bring your arms up. And take a breath here. Set your left hand on top of your left thigh. Reach over to the left with your right arm. Take another breath in. Back out, come back up. Bring both hands down, frame out your foot. Straighten out your front leg into either half splits or a modified pyramid. You can even lift your front toes up if you're in your pyramid. And then come back into that lunge. Bring your right hand to the inside of your foot. With your inhale, bring your left arm up, stack your shoulders, bring it back down. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, bring it back down. Last time, inhale, bring it up and hold it. Okay, we're gonna add that standing twist to this. So either drop your back knee down or keep it lifted. You're gonna lift yourself up. We're coming into a twist on the other side. Press that back heel away from you. Take a breath. Okay, then spin your hands back down to the mat. Step back into your downward dog. Relax your neck. Maybe shake your head yes or no a few times. Okay, from your downward dog, you're gonna look forward to the top of the mat. Walk back up to your forward fold. Drop your head. And then with an inhale, come up halfway. Flatten your back. Lower back down. We're gonna come one more time into those twisting chair poses. And come all the way up into chair. Pull your belly in, bring your hands to prayer. Bring your right elbow to the outside of your left knee. Press your hands together. Turn and look up over your shoulder. Take a breath. Come back to center. Twist to the other side. Come back to center. Step back with your left foot. And then drop your back knee down. Walk your right foot over to the left side of your mat. Drop your knee down over to the right. And we're gonna come into pigeon pose. Okay, so take a breath here. And then if this isn't a good pose for you, if you'd rather do it on your back, you can do recline pigeon instead. In this position, you're gonna try and get your knee all the way underneath you. You can even start by pressing yourself up tall. And then lower down onto your forearms or a block. You can bring your head down and on top of your fists. We're gonna stay here for a little bit and let this, even though this is a challenging pose, let's see if we can make it also into a way to wind back down. So let's use our breath. Trying to lengthen out the exhale, maybe a little more. Maybe even pausing between your inhale and your exhale. Take one more breath. And then shift on to your right hip. Swing your left leg around, and then we'll just switch to the other side. So you'll bring your left knee up to the left corner of your mat, and your left foot to the right. We'll come into pigeon on the other side. So again, if you want to start first by pressing yourself up tall once you get into position, and then you can lower yourself down. So we're here for about 10 breaths. If you find it calming and helpful, you can count them or just count each individual inhale in and back out to maintain that nice even rhythm. Okay, slowly bring yourself back up. Bring your legs around. And then we'll lower ourselves slowly down onto our back. If you want to add anything else in before you come into your Shavasana, maybe it's knees to your chest or happy baby pose, supine twist. Whatever sounds good to your body today. Take it, and then we'll come all the way down into our Shavasana. Let yourself settle all the way down onto the mat. Okay, then add a little bit of movement as you start to come back out of your Shavasana. If you want to come into a full body stretch, do that. And then come back up to a seat. And we'll come back to where we started again. But we did start in child's pose today. Okay, so we're going to end in our seated position. We'll do a couple of breaths together. Again, so sit up tall. Again, think about sitting up over top of your tailbone so you're not leaning forward. Letting your shoulders relax. And then breathe in. Open your mouth, let it out. One more time, breathe in. Open your mouth, let it out. Then back to your normal breath. And smile. Good job. Good work today. Thanks for joining me for class. Namaste.